list of repairs around the house, you're definitely not alone. So nearly 7 in 10 homeowners say unfinished maintenance projects, they're starting to pile up. And many admit it's causing real stress, from losing sleep to feeling constantly distracted. So today, we're actually joined by Courtney Klosterman. She is a home insights expert with Hippo Insurance to talk about why so many homeowners feel very overwhelmed. So thank you so much for waking up with us.
Thanks so much for having me. Great to be here.
Well, I know we've been stressed at my household, and my parents, both of our ACs went out. And it's like, oh goodness. So this is just kind of one of the things. I was looking at the statistics. It's really eye-opening when you think about homeowners feeling the level of stress about their homes right now. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, it's exactly that. What we found in our latest research is that homeowner stress is creeping up, and it continues throughout the year as our journey of homeownership continues. There are so many things that we're juggling as homeowners, as parents, with our families, and it can be really, really challenging to stay on top of it all. And it really is, as you said, having an impact on homeowners today. 60% of homeowners who we surveyed say that anxiety about their homes has a moderate to extreme impact on their quality of life. And that's everything from, over a third of homeowners saying that they report feeling restless or tense. You have 28% of homeowners say they're losing sleep over thinking about their household. 27% feel constantly distracted. And we even have 15% reporting that their physical health is worsening. So these are really important stats for us to be paying attention to, because mental health and wellness is so, so important today, especially when we're tackling managing our home. And it is a very important financial investment for so many of us today.
So looking at those stats, when it says nearly 7 in 10 homeowners have maintenance projects piling up, what would you say is the biggest mistake people make when they keep putting repairs off?
Well, as you really think about the costs of owning, the financial reality is very clear. About 45% of homeowners we surveyed said they need at least $5,000 or more to catch up on all of their home maintenance and repair projects. So as you can see, the impact is really related to just financial stability, and it can be really important to start thinking proactively so that you don't have all of the weight of these projects piling up throughout the year, and that list just continues to get longer and longer.
So if we are already feeling overwhelmed, where should we even start? I mean, what's the first step would you recommend?
It's really important to consider budgeting. I know it's the thing that's on everyone's mind this year, financial planning and thinking about how do I actually manage buying food, maintaining my house, along with all of the other things that are coming up. But I really like to start to think about really calling it like building your rainy day fund. It's recommended that homeowners save around 1 to 4% of their home's value annually for unexpected maintenance and repair projects. And while we can dip into that fund for all sorts of things that can come up that are unexpected, it can really, really go a long way to have a little bit of extra financial cushion to be able to dip into, so that you're completing a few projects every month or every quarter, every season, if you will, so that you're starting to feel like you're starting to take more ownership of your home. So it's not owning you.
Now, you break it down, there's 3 steps to kind of get ahead. Can you go through those?
Yes. So 3 steps to really start to prioritize what to prepare. First, I would really start to take note of your home's age and condition. Older homes need a lot of TLC, things like patching cracks in your foundation or in your siding, maintaining minor exterior repairs outside of the home just due to weather and wear and tear. So really just start to take inventory, do an inspection around the outside and interior of your home, just on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, and just take notice of what's happening and what maybe you wouldn't notice if you didn't do a more thorough review. And then really, second is thinking about inspections. Inspections are your best friend. It's one of the things I think it's super easy for us to overlook. But if you think about your critical systems, like your HVAC system, as you said, like when that breaks down, it often happens in a very extreme temperature, like high heat,
Yes.
and a lot of other people's systems are breaking down at the same time. So then you're dealing with, trying to schedule on someone's calendar when there's a lot of other people trying to do the same thing and get their HVAC system repaired quickly. So doing, a seasonal checkup the season before you expect to have more severe weather, that can really help avoid any unexpected breakdowns, and that can go a long way. And third, think about prioritization. As I just said, like those financial costs of repairs can really be weighing on folks. So think about what are the big critical systems in your home that you simply don't want to have to repair or replace. HVAC system is one of them. Your roof is a really expensive, critical system keeping the entire interior of your home protected. So really think about, what are those more expensive areas of your home and systems that are really keeping things functioning. Your plumbing system is another really important area to pay attention to. Those small leaks can really be costly and oftentimes they can go unnoticed. So doing an annual plumbing inspection, having someone come in, just make sure things are working well and in good condition.
Courtney, you have been so insightful. Thank you for joining us for your home. I really appreciate you. We do this segment once a week, and I got a lot of tips. I know a lot of people out there did. Where can we go for more information?
Well, for more information, we release reports and tips and advice through our Hippo Home app. You can use it for anyone to just get seasonal to-do lists for your home every season, or hippo.com. We've got a ton of great resources there as well to learn more of how to protect your home.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to having you back on the show.